And why not relive the experience through somebody that was in the green room with Zach?
Yes, last night I spoke with Aaron Roderick outside of the green room, and he had to remove himself because it was a little loud. But just what a performance, not only from Zach, but his coaching staff to elevate him from he's competing for the job to number 2 this year. A lot of the credit goes to Zach, but a lot of it goes to the quarterback coach and the offensive staff for developing him. And here's my conversation last night. An hour after it happened with Aaron Roderick on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline. All right, Aaron, first off, you look great. What's it like to be at the NFL draft, man?
It's been fun. This is my first time. I've never had this opportunity before. And it's been a really, really, really good time just hanging out with Zach and Kalani and Fessy. John Beck's here. Zach's high school coach, Coach Kerr from Corner Canyon. It's been really fun just hanging out with a lot of the guys that have, been fortunate enough to have a chance to work with Zach.
No surprise that he goes number 2 to the Jets, but has the reality of the situation sunk in that you guys helped Zach and he helped you to be the number 2 pick?
It wasn't a big surprise, no. I think most people expected this. And the reality of it is going to set in when he has to go win games. Tonight's fun, but now it's that's a tough place, tough market, tough league. I don't care what team you're on in that league. But I think if they got a lot of draft picks and they ended the season strong last year, and with this new staff, I think the offense they're going to run is very, very similar to the one we ran. And so, in fact, I think that was a big part of what they liked about him was a lot of what he was doing on film is what they like to do. So yeah, he's got his work cut out for him, but tonight's just a night to celebrate and enjoy it. And then, hopefully if they can put a good team around him, I like his chances.
The number 2 pick in the draft is the top selection in BYU history, Aaron. Has the history of the moment, settled in at all? Because what happened tonight is one of the biggest moments in BYU football history.
I was just talking to John Beck and Kalani just a little while ago about the pressure. We were talking about the pressure of succeeding in New York, and John and I got into conversation about the pressure of playing quarterback at BYU, and that, nationally, most casual fans wouldn't realize how much pressure there is on a BYU quarterback. And there's just been so many great ones. And as soon as you start naming them, you already are leaving out like 5 other great ones, right? I mean, whatever your list is, you start naming the names, you're forgetting 5 others that were great too. And so to play in a line of so many great QBs, I mean, there's been so many good ones. For him to do this tonight is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And we'll see what happens in the future. I think he's got a great chance to be successful.
Absolutely. We're talking with Aaron Roderick in the green room at the draft, which is pretty fun on draft night here. Aaron, give us a sense of what that moment was like when Zach was officially told, hey, it's the Jets, and then that's called, and that moment in the room.
I think everyone was expecting the call, and we kind of knew what was up. And yet when it happened, I was kind of caught off guard by how emotional Zach got. You expect mom to cry or whatever, but I think Zach he showed some emotion that I hadn't seen out of him very often. He worked hard for this, and let's be honest, it wasn't that long ago. There were a lot of people that were pretty hard on him, and he handled it like a pro, and that's why he's here tonight.
A year ago, as you talked about, he's coming off injury. He's battling for the starting spot. A lot was made of not being a captain, whatever. The moment he's named the starter, he's the captain, whatever. We're over that story, right? But yeah, you're trying to mold this guy to the best player he can be. The ceiling was way high up to the number 2 pick. Like, what was that process like with Zach to get him to this point?
I learned a long time ago to enjoy that process, to like be in the moment and enjoy it, and you can't be content with mistakes or anything, but you have to learn that mistakes and growth, that's part of growth. And some of those tough losses that we went through, some of those games that people might have been like, how the heck did we lose that game? Those were all part of the process of building an 11-1 team and getting to this point tonight. And the one thing that I really appreciated always about Zach was just how accountable he was, how much he wanted to be coached. You know, he was never a guy that was content with just me saying, "Hey, good job." You know, he wants to know why. He wants to be coached every play. He wants to correct every mistake. And he was never a guy that was going to point his finger at anybody else. And I think that's why he kept getting better, you know, and he got healthy too. That's another thing is another big reason why he's here tonight is he's proven his toughness. He played injured. A lot of games he was injured in his sophomore year, shoulder and broken hand, and still played and showed a lot of guts when he could have just bowed out and just let one of the other guys be the guy for the second half of the season and gotten himself healthy. And he showed a lot of toughness and a lot of grit. And all those things are factors in why he's here today.
And when it came to the conversation after the season, during the season, you've talked about how, oh gosh, there were a lot of phone calls and emails and interest in him. What's been the message that you've wanted people to know about him that maybe they didn't know?
Pretty much what I just said, like just what a gritty, tough competitor is. You know, he looks like he should be an actor or the star of a boy band or something, but he is a tough guy. Great competitor, physically and mentally as tough as anybody I've ever coached. And you got to know him to really know that, and such a gritty competitor. And then I just also, shared a little bit with coaches about how he prepares and how much he puts into it. The physical abilities are obvious when you watch the film, and the NFL, they make their own evaluations on that stuff. But, I hope it's a great lesson for every player in our program, not just the quarterbacks, that if you prepare like he did, you can really maximize your abilities.
And he went 2, so there's room to go up, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 2's pretty good.
2's pretty good. Yeah. In the green room, who's making sure it's not too tense? Was anyone like breaking awkward silence or anything? Like what was it like in there? Are the snacks good?
So the green room, I've never been before, but I've been told in the past it was just one giant room. Tonight they have it kind of cubicled off a little bit, so it's almost like you have your own. It's like a living room with couches and table and chairs and stuff, and then but the glass is clear, so like we're right next to Jamar Chase or whoever next. Trey Lance was a couple of doors down, and so it was fun to mill around and talk to guys. Had a good chat with Coach Orgeron tonight. Somebody I got to know him a little bit when he was at USC and I was at Utah. And Kalani, Kalani knows everybody, so he's around talking to guys. And it was just fun. It's been really cool to interact. And what's fun is when someone gets picked, everybody cheers for him. I mean, the other families are cheering for that guy getting drafted. It's a cool thing.
That's awesome because it's basically a bunch of Alabama guys right around, and there's so many, and it's LSU and it's all these guys. What did this mean for BYU football, and how do you leverage this forward? Because you hope this isn't a singular moment. You hope this is sort of a building block, I assume.
Yeah, we want to use this for sure as a way to promote our program, and and this Zach's proving that especially at the quarterback position, you can go really high in the draft playing at BYU. You don't have to go to Clemson or Alabama to do that, and that's a good message because there's a lot of good quarterbacks out there that are BYU kind of guys. And but on the other hand, though, we're not going to get caught up in changing who we are. We are who we are. It's our program. A big part of the reason why we win is the character of our players. The guy, having the culture that Kalani has established and guys that are bought into that. And so in a lot of ways, we're always going to get who we get. And then, but there's no doubt when we get some good play at quarterback and a couple of skill guys like Dax Milne or, Austin Collie or whoever you want to name, when you add a couple of those difference maker skill guys, that's when we have a chance to be great. And so we want to keep finding those guys. And this is Zach's done a great job promoting our program.
Well, congratulations on the number 2 pick in the draft as the QB coach. And that's an incredible accomplishment and highest Cougar ever picked. And what a great night for BYU football. Enjoy the night and enjoy Cleveland, Aaron.
Thanks. I'm having a great time. And I hope that my answers to your questions were actually, I was actually answering your questions because I can barely hear you. It's really loud in here, but happy to be on with you guys.